Welcome to Meganet Gaming, and today's second review of the day is going to cover a DOS classic. It is the game Depth Dwellers, considered by many to be one of the worst first-person shooters of the era. But there's lots of people that say that Fallout 76 was one of the worst games of all time as well, and to make a comment like that and actually be saying it out of more than just hyperbole means you haven't played a whole lot of games over the years that are of the lower tier. This game was developed and published by Trisoft. Programmer was Bradley Bell. Designer was Bradley Bell and Elizabeth Pigari. It's released in 1994 for MS-DOS. It's a first-person shooter with single player only. It's designed to use a pair of 3D glasses. And it was also included with the Wubo Electronics Cyberboy unit. The plot, according to Wikipedia, the player is assigned to journey into the Zendel mines to accomplish what his beloved Princess Aurora could not, to rescue the depth-dwelling men of Aura from the of Rize. I might have mispronounced that. Riaz, maybe. Riaz. Who knows? At the time, there was a review in PC Zone magazine. And that review noted that it wasn't Doom, but it was a bit of a combination between Blake Stone and Doom, and they gave it a favorable rating. Now let's just pull up that issue of the magazine. On the same page, they gave Desert Storm 2 out of 5 discs. They gave Depth Dwellers 4 out of 5 discs. Oh, and it needs a 386 or better, 4 megabytes of hard drive space. And it does have mouse and joystick support. On the same page you have the game Drift. Actually, look at this magazine. Oh, hey, it's something that got 5. Periodic table. Well, that's not a game. But yeah, it received some favorable reviews at the time. Some mediocre reviews. Nothing. By no means were any of the reviews super impressed. But the reviews are definitely comparable to that of Nitemare 3D, if not some cases being better than Nitemare 3D, a game which I enjoyed but admit wasn't the greatest thing ever made. So let's go ahead and pull up this game. Here's the starting scene. The starting screen. Very simple. You get a story. You have been contacted by the Council of the Depth Dwellers. Their world Aura is under terrible siege. The Re have slaughtered many of the women and children, are taking the men to the dark side of Aura. There, the men are enslaved to mine Zendel. Zendel is a highly prized component needed by the Re to manufacture their weapons. So here's the game. It's your standard Catacomb 3D, Nitemare 3D, Wolfenstein 3D controls. They are very responsive. Hey! Hey! That's odd. Oh, there we go. This is some of the most uninspired gunplay, but it is is responsive. Wonder if I was supposed to shoot that guy. Hey! Oh, I died already. I go start off in the middle and I go anywhere, it looks like. Let's go this way, see if it's more fun. Hey! But yeah, I've played this game before. If you're a kid back at the time and you'd already played through the games you had, and you received this one, you wouldn't have been too upset. There's no sense that you're walking into rooms with anybody in them, though. Even with Wolfenstein 3D, Nitemare 3D, Catacomb 3D, there's a sense that you're walking into a room, there's something else there. This one, you just kind of go in the room. And oh, there just happens to be somebody behind you because you watched your health go down, you heard boom, boom, boom. And the gun isn't really that responsive either now that I'm testing it out. Seems like you need to hold it down for a little while to get rapid fire. Good thing is if you kill something and you go back into the level, you at least get the option of after a while you'll just find yourself just holding down. Yeah, because there's no sense. There's no sense that you're... Hey, the hitbox there. Hey. Yeah, the voices, I mean, you get somebody saying hey. It just sounds like somebody decided to do a muffled version of hey. Hey! And this music, it's not that this song is bad, it's just so out of place. So that's a little bit of Depth Dwellers. Here's Operation Cutoff. And it's the same guy saying hey, it sounds like, at least. Oh, I blew through all my ammo. There's no fallback weapon on this one either. So yeah, once you run out of ammo, you're just kinda out of luck. So at the time, if you loved this specific style of game and you had nothing else to play, you'd probably end up playing this. Or you just play something from a different genre that's a good version of that genre instead of this. There's worse first-person shooters on Steam at the moment. They might look better, but play worse. But this is about... As far as first-person shooters at the time go, as far as things actually being marketed and for sale and with reviews and semi-mainstream magazines, this one is pretty far down the list. I'd say it's worse than It's worse than Witchhaven. It's not. It's a significantly below average game. It's not a bad game. It's still playable. The controls are good enough. There's some variety in weaponry. The map layouts, the layout themselves aren't all that bad. It's just no originality really in the textures or enemy types or really anything with the game. There's just not much here. It's like somebody decided, somebody that's a perfectly good programmer, the game runs well, decided to make a game, but they lacked the whole game design, level design aspects of that, the higher order stuff. They could build the engine, they knew how a game should look and function. They just lacked the skill to actually execute a well-designed game. So as far as putting this on the list, it's a tough one to throw on this list. If I'm going to put it, even though I'd rather play a below average first person shooter over a below average pinball game, I'd say Patriotic Pinball is a better game in general than Depth Dwellers. Like I said, if you enjoy classic first-person shooters and you just ran out of games to play, you can probably check this out and have some fun for an hour or so. But here's hundreds of other games of the same style that are much, much better options. Hope you enjoyed the review. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day.